that God gives a man who will love her, will appreciate her, will take her as she is, will provide for her. I mean, she did a whole long list of the things she wanted this man to do. And nothing was happening. So she did 30 and nobody has showed up. So she goes back to God and says, on a serious note, I thought I'm a Christian and I thought you were answering God who answers prayers. And what's happening? Is there a shortage the other side? The problem is me. And the Lord told her in a very simple, clear words that the problem is I can't do what you're asking me to do. I can't get you a man who will love you, who will take care of you, do those things. That is someone else's priority. You tell me to shape you. Make me a loving wife. A woman who will care for my husband, who will take care of my family. That is giving me the mandate to make you what you can be. Then I go into my store and look for the man that qualifies you to meet that need. Because when I have this, it's like you go to the garage and say, do you have nice tires that I can use? Very nice car tires, clean, good, that can fit in my car. The guy will ask me what kind of car do you have and what size do you usually use. Because I might have that one, but they are 15 and yours uses 30. So if you give me this as a wrong one, but you bought it and left. So you come back and then there's a divorce. So you're like, this guy is bad. So when she did that, 2 months down the line, some Jama shows up. And he's like, okay, what's up? How are you doing? Cut the long story short, 6 months down the line, your husband and wife. And by the time he was telling her this, she had been married for some time. So I looked at that and I said, As I sat down, I kept on thinking, how many of us pray the other prayer? I want a wife who will do this, I want a wife who will do this, and then someone said, yeah, most men pray that prayer, and then we never got the one we prayed for, but then one showed up. The one that showed up is like, God, this one is fine. Everything else except my checklist. My checklist. And then someone said, like the joke that we were told we will go to the other corners of the earth, and then God sent around the world. So most of us are still looking for the corners of the earth, which is round. Now, when I talk to men, the joy I have is it gives me an opportunity not only to sharpen my also my thinking, but also engage with men, because it gives me the opportunity to ask myself, what kind of a man am I? Because if I don't know who I am, it doesn't matter how good I try to be. As part of the introduction, for those who are meeting for the very first time, my name is John Mark. I was a pastor here some times back. In fact, when I tell guys I left here, how many years ago? It was 6. Something is that. How old were you? This guy was so small. Yes. How many years is that?
1990.
Imagine 19 years ago, and I'm still a friend of this church. I've been married 25 years this year. We've been celebrating 25 years. My firstborn is 23, the second one is 20. Okay, so I have an experience 25 years trying to be the best husband I can be. I don't know what I am, one day I'll ask her. But they say that the only time you'll ever know is when you're dying, or when she is the one dying. It's like, so how did I do? Then she tell me you did well. And I say, because every morning is an exam. You wake up, my friend, and you thought, like the joke I always tell men is that you may have bought a pizza, and she added in all those things and she loved it. So tomorrow you buy that same thing, like you mean it's the only one in the shop. Can't you be creative? And if you want to be creative, you are being too creative. If you are not creative, you're not. If you're too creative, you're too creative. Then you listen to the song, I think that was sung by Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. I fell in love with a dreamer. I always tell my wife, I'm a dreamer, I fell in love with, and I'll do some crazy things, but just keep trusting that I will not do something killing.